Last week, on a warm summer weekend, I took the train and joined a friend of mine who lives in Poitiers with her family, and we both took the road to visit le Château de Bouges in the center-west of France, to see the exhibition La Traversée des Jardins, about gardens throughout the centuries, which takes place right now till November at le Château de Bouges and is organized by le Centre des Monuments Nationaux. You have seen the medieval manuscript I've created for it last spring in many videos. We started our visit first by the castle, which was built in the mid-18th century by Claude Leblanc de Marnaval, a fermier général, a tax collector for the King Louis XV. And the park is huge. It is 8,200 acres large. And the latest owner of this castle was René Viguier, the director of a big Parisian shop which is still open right now and started at the beginning of the 20th century, le BHV, le Bazar de l'Hôtel de Ville, which you can still see in Paris, in the center of Paris. And now the castle is open to the public and belongs to le Centre des Monuments Nationaux. We especially enjoyed the library, and I was surprised to see they had the entire collection of Le Cabinet des Fées, this collection of fairy tales first published in 1786. I own a few volumes of this collection, but definitely not the entire collection. And we continued the visit in the cellars to see the exhibition about the history of gardens throughout centuries in art, nature and literature. And here you can see the medieval castle I created, inspired by Le Roman de la Rose. The exhibition at Le Château de Bouges will run till November 2024, so you have quite a bit of time to go there in case you stop to France this summer, this end of summer, or during the fall season. It's still going to be there, and I think visiting the park and this beautiful castle in autumn must be really magical. It was really nice when we went, but it was really warm, and there was a lot of insects near the little pond, and we didn't dare going too much further because there were a lot of insects at this season, but it's going of course to change in the upcoming weeks. I definitely recommend for you to go. It's not overcrowded with people, by the way. It's just one of these places which I really like because you can enjoy all these beautiful horses, buggies, and all the collection they have, the beautiful garden, the castle, the exhibition. It's worth seeing. We finished the visit by the garden and the stables. Though the park being 8,200 acres large, we didn't explore the entire park, as you can imagine, and also the temperature was really high that day, so we only visited few gardens. And we left this beautiful place, the head full of precious memories, with the car filled with medieval music, as my friend is passionate about the medieval art and the medieval history. And we reached her home, where she lives with her husband and children, not far from Poitiers, and as the theme of the day was the garden, here were glimpses of her charming garden. I had to come back with something, and my friend offered me this beautiful copy of an engraving of the castle, which I'm going to frame as a memory of this trip, and a little box of biscuits, which are by La Marquise de Sablé, who was not exactly in Poitiers. She's in this area, and you can find usually these products. They have teas and biscuits, all inspired by this le Sablé, invented for La Marquise de Sablé in the 17th century. So yes, the box was just irresistible. I had to go back there, and it was available at the shop of the museum, and it was just too pretty not to take, and I didn't even open it. Just going to open it to see. I'm not going to eat them yet. I want to keep them. I think there is a bag inside. Yes, there is just bags of biscuits, but there's biscuits from the 17th century there, so they must be absolutely delicious. And the box is just adorable. So the little things I came back with. I'm back in my kingdom now. I have traveled a long time on Sunday because I traveled during the entire day. I didn't want to go by Paris to go back home, which usually you have to go. If you are not familiar with French trains, the fast trains we have, which are the fastest train we have, which goes at about 300 kilometers fast. It's the speed they have, which make you save a lot of time, but they all go from and to Paris, most of them. So it's very difficult for me. I'm whether in the east center of France to go to the west directly without stopping at Paris. And I had to make my own trip when I was booking my train tickets online, not to go by Paris, because the normal website will make you go by Paris. And I wanted to avoid that at all costs, also because there were the Olympics this past week, Sunday. So I wanted to avoid that and all the crowd, and you have to change a rail station in Paris. It's really, really annoying. So I wanted to have something more comfortable. When on Friday I had a very easy trip, very fast with the fast train. But on Sunday, I had to take the slower train, which I discovered was actually very comfortable and really nice. It's less expensive, it takes longer, twice longer actually to travel with this one. It's called Intercité. But you stop at a lot of stations, you see the landscapes much better, you don't exactly go on the same railways than the fast trains. It gave me a lot of ideas of towns I don't know, I've never been to, like Bourges, which is actually not far from me, from where I live there, and could be a really nice weekend escapade. There is an amazing cathedral in Bourges that I would love to see. It was actually a very good surprise to do this very long trip on Sunday, but it gave me a lot of ideas, and I discovered that these trains were very comfortable. You have more space than in the TGV, the fast trains, which can be, if you are a bit claustrophobic, can be a little uncomfortable. Sometimes you don't have a lot of space and the ceiling is really low. And here it's different. It's like a normal train with the big windows and air conditioning, everything, but just slower. So I came back home eventually. Now I'm back to work. I'm going to continue and complete now Alice. I don't have any other escapades, just for at least till I finish the workshop, and I will have another one a little later, but for now I'm all focused on completing the workshop. You can subscribe if you appreciated what you saw, and you can give a thumbs up also. It's always very helpful for my videos. Thank you for your kind comments on all my videos, for your support, your comfort, your kind words. They are very much appreciated, and I hope you have a very beautiful week, and I see you soon.